Imagine if we held the camera upside down the whole time.
Nay, it's Horse Rescue Day.
Or more like Horse Rescue Nay.
Yeah. Hey guys, Lexstyle here.
And I'm Bat
It's
Tracy.
the Punk Rock Blues.
It's collection update 109.
109.
Yeah, I remembered.
You remember to wear blue? I'm in all blue.
No, I was just looking at my shirt. No, I remember the number.
Oh, you had blue on. Okay, first up for the DVDs is
A thing I thought we already owned.
it's Clerks X, the 10th anniversary edition of Clerks with the alternate ending.
Yeah, this has everything,
This has
basically.
so much, yeah.
That, it's all in the back.
Yeah.
Clerks The Lost Scene, it's got the flying car, which I know we watched together. I don't really like it. Theatrical trailer, which, if any movie is going to have one special feature, it needs to have the theatrical trailer. It should be on every DVD. Clerks 2, Disc 2 is Clerks The First Cut. Disc 3 is like a documentary. There's a bunch of documentaries about it. 10th anniversary Q&A and stuff. Ooh, the DVD ROM.
You know, they shot it in black and white because Kevin Smith had no money. People always thought it was like an artistic integrity thing, but he once read a review where it said, when it came out, that said that the fact that they shot it in black and white made it feel like it was through the store, the security cameras of the store. And so anytime he would do an interview for press, I was like, why'd you film it in black and white? He'd go, oh, we wanted it to feel like it was through the security cameras of the store. He's like, I just took it. We should put this whole part of the video in black and white. Just us talking about that.
Okay.
That
I remember.
part. You'll remember because I just said it.
Oh, jeez. Next up.
Back in color.
A thing I found.
Now in Technicolor.
A thing I found and I had to buy it, and I watched 5 minutes
I told Dad he had to watch this.
I watched 5 minutes of it.
He didn't know
exactly
he didn't
what I
know
thought
what
it would be.
likes were.
It's Facebook Etiquette and Privacy for Dummies. It's part of the For Dummies series. Never bought one, but I bought this because it's Facebook. I hate Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook. Not a personal, not a professional. I don't have a Facebook in any way. He has one.
You have 40 friends.
I'm glad you still have one for one friend specifically.
Yeah.
Even though the guy doesn't post anymore.
I literally have one friend. Or 40 friends, I mean.
Oh, okay.
And I only keep it because there's like 5 people I need to stay in contact with, so. Next up is the complete first season of Full House. What a good show. I feel like I'm far back.
We watched this a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
And now when I watch episodes as an adult, I'm just like, it's still good. It has a great theme song though. Milkman, Paperboy, Mutant TV.
Either way you look.
What doesn't kill us will make us
It's not a good one.
Go as long.
It's not a good one.
Next up, another weird one I bought, and I had to get it because it's part of the Fun to Know series, which I got the wine one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah.
It's Fun to Know, computer and internet step-by-step for beginners. I love that the picture is like a... When did this come out? 2004. It's 90 minutes. My God. Could you watch this for 90 minutes?
Probably.
Jesus.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, but we know. We're not beginners with computers at all anyway. Alright, well I got Inside Amy Schumer Seasons 1 and 2. I actually quite like this show. I think Amy Schumer's pretty funny in the right thing. I just don't like her stand-up.
Funny in the right thing when she can't even write her own jokes.
Yeah, I don't like her stand-up, but like Trainwreck's really fucking good. What's something else she's in? I can't think of anything. It's pretty good.
Hey, it's Key and Peele Season 1 with Key and Peele. Key just hosted SNL. Literally yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Peele doesn't act anymore.
No, he's a director of horror films, and it's really weird.
Yeah, and he does voice acting.
Yeah.
Because he said he doesn't like his performances in anything he's ever done.
And Key is in everything.
Yeah. Remember the Christmas movie he was in? What's that called?
Oh, Jingle Jangle?
Jingle Jangle, yeah. I
That's
didn't
good.
like that.
That was good.
Season 1 of Knight Rider. We already had Season 2 previously. We got Season 1, and I watched the pilot, which is 90 minutes long.
Oh, jeez.
And 95, technically. And it was good.
Huh?
It was really good. One thing I did not know, I spoil this for you, and it's from the 80s, so I don't care if I spoil it. Michael Knight was like a different guy, and then he faked his death, but the government did it for him. And then they changed his face and his name, and they're like, yeah, look at you, you're a different person. And he looked in the mirror, and was like, whoa. I'm a different guy.
David
And they're like, you're Michael Knight now.
I'm the Hawk.
And then people like scan his ID or whatever. Not scan it, but they look him up and they're like, this guy didn't exist 3 weeks ago. He's an enigma.
Next up is NFL Rush Zone Season of the Guardians. This is a full animated season of football, every single game.
I have a funny story about this.
Okay.
So I put it in, and I was like, alright, I'm going to watch an
32
episode.
teams, 16 weeks.
I put it in and watched an episode.
What is that?
Like, I got 5 minutes in, went, this is not making any sense to me. I Googled it, well, Wikipedia'd it, and that's season 2.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, I don't know anything of what's going on.
Why is it volume 1 then?
Because it's volume 1 of season 2.
Oh.
Season 1 is called, like, The Guardian Rising or something, and then it's Season of the Guardian, and then there's the third season. But so next up, a show I had never seen before, and I was really happy to find it because I watched all of disc 1, because it's absolutely hilarious. It's The Osbournes, Season 1, with Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon.
Remember that one commercial?
And Jack and Amy.
It was Ozzy Osbourne, and he was like...
No, that's Kelly. Amy's not on the show.
It was like Ozzy Osbourne using a GPS. He's like, these things are great. How's we find the bathroom? Shad!
This show's hilarious, and it's uncensored. You should hear how they talk. Like, the first episode opens with just, like, the kids walking in and being like, what the fuck, you fucking cunts? and then Ozzy's like, shut the fuck up. And Sharon's like, you shut the fuck up. And then the kids are like, no, you shut the fuck up.
Why is no one mad at Ozzy Osbourne for literally completely selling out? I mean, that's actually kind of what metal is, though.
Yeah. Well, he got a lot of flack from his oldest daughter and that. Her name's Amy. She refused to be on the show. Yeah. All her pictures are blurred out, and every episode would be like, "I hate my parents and how they're acting."
Well, because Sharon is like on The View, and she's like this huge time celebrity now.
And it's weird. And it's all because of this show.
Yeah, Ozzy was a metalhead, but all metalheads sell out.
I guess. Okay, I was never big on this when it was airing. I guess this is when I was a youngster. I didn't get it. So I watched first few episodes, and it's hilarious. It's Reno 911 season 1, and so one, it's got Thomas Lennon. It's got
Beverly.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. Wendy McLovin Covey, I believe is what her name is. And then it's got this guy. I don't know his name, but he's from Speechless. He's
that guy.
He's Murray's guy in the Goldbergs. He's on every ABC show now. Don't know his name. Bella's eating a lamb's ear if you can hear it.
Next up is season 1 of The Riches. Apparently a show that you and Dad kind of watched.
We watched the pilot at least. It was on FX.
Yeah.
So it's Eddie Izzard and Minnie Driver.
Yeah. And
Minnie Driver's from About a Boy.
Yes, I recognize her.
And so basically, I'm going to spoil the first episode because who cares?
Just keep going.
Okay, the first 5 minutes of it, it's like him and her and their kids. They're like a criminal family with a sketchy past or something. It's not revealed in the first episode. Anyway, so they're on the run for their lives.
Well, I'm going to watch the show, so I don't know if I want to hear all this.
This is the first 5 minutes. So they're on the run. And then they see a car off the road, and they're like, oh, we should go help them or whatever. Or steal them. We'll see. And then, so they go, and like the family all has like tree branches stuck through their hearts. And the guy's like, oh, save my kids. And he's like, oh, your kids are dead. And he's like, oh, no. But, so then they find out that they were like a super rich family, and so they steal their identity, and they're the riches. Because they were just moving to town. I just watched this tonight, literally as soon as you guys left. It's Ron White, You Can't Fake Stupid, 43 minutes long.
Oh.
And it was good. It was good. Ron White's the old... What?
How does it start?
I got married recently. Woo! Yep. Ron White is the only genuinely funny guy from... Well, Bill Engel's got some okay jokes. My favorite being... I used to think that RV stood for recreational vehicle. It stands for Ruins Vacations.
I always thought it was Ruins.
So this is another show.
Sanford is on the first season with Red Fox.
This is another show that I had never watched before. And, Dad talks about it all the time.
It gets greatest theme song of all time.
Have you ever watched the pilot?
Have you ever heard the theme song? It goes...
Yeah, I'm telling you, I watched it. So listen. You're doing it too good. We'll get the censors. Anyway, so I watched the pilot.
Yeah.
Really good actor.
Yeah, Sanford is.
It's a good show.
He's got a good theme song. Theme song goes. Bum, bum, bam, bum, bum, bam, 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 bum, bum, bam, bum, bum, bam, bam, bam,
We'll do the theme song to this.
It's Saturday Night Live.
No, it's I don't know.
It starts with it's Saturday Night Live. What are you doing today? I honestly cannot think of it.
It's Saturday Night Live, the best of David Spade. Surprised we
Andy
didn't know this one.
Samberg, Adam Sandler, Salamanders, Colonel Sanders, Sally Sanders.
Surprised we didn't own this one. We got this one at Dollar Tree, and I like David Spade.
David Spade looks good in that picture.
I know. He's not trying to be a blue collar guy or whatever he says. Because he talks about it in his book where he's like, yeah, I love meeting Joe Dirt people. He's like, those are my people. He's like, I don't know how I got sucked into this life. I guess just from my one movie. He's like, but these are my people. He's like, he always has like the sweatiest, dirtiest guys coming up to him at truck stops and being like, Joe Dirt!
Anyone would know it's Joe Dirte.
Joe Dirt! I'll put a little E at the end.
Next up is Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday Night Live.
It's Sally Struthers.
I cannot think of it. I can't even play it. It's the best of Steve Martin. I mean, all from when he was a host.
Yeah, we watched this together.
Some of it wasn't funny.
It was not funny.
Is he the only
Conti
host?
doesn't age
Is he
her
the
at all.
only host?
No,
with,
I think there's a few others.
Oh, okay.
Like Alec Baldwin has one.
Oh, okay.
Christopher Walken has one. School of Duel. Learn Yu-Gi-Oh! New Duelist. I watched 15 minutes of this. It's just two kids playing a duel. Like, literally like two 13-year-olds playing a duel. It's so funny. The acting is so funny. It's like they both get home. They're like dropping their backpacks off. The one kid's like, "Oh man, I'm so glad we got done with that test today." And then their kid's like, "Yeah, that test was hard." And then they both walk over into the kitchen and there's like a full brand new setup of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and everything on the table, like binders and play mats and everything. And the friend is like, "Whoa, what are all these cards on the table?" And he's like, "Oh, haven't you heard? This is the new tradable card game, collectible card game Yu-Gi-Oh! You can use it to duel monsters and do this with your decks or whatever." And he's like, "Wow, okay, that sounds kind of cool." And he's like, "Alright, should we play?" And he's like, "I guess."
Can we shot for shot remake it?
Yeah, we'd have to watch it a few times to get it correct. But
Get the exact cards they play.
oh, I can tell you, it's just the Yugi and Kaiba starter decks.
Oh.
So we just have to get those. Yeah. Do you remember the characters? Yugi, Kaiba, Joey.
No.
What's Kaiba's little brother? The one that got kidnapped, and that's why Kaiba was such a mean dick. He's like, I just want to get my brother back. Why don't you know the lore?
I don't remember it. I was like 5 last time I watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie with Anisha.
Did you?
Yeah. This is a movie you guys got me. Or no, Wayne. Did you guys give me this, or did Wayne give it to me?
I wasn't there.
I think Wayne gave it to me. Anyway, I had previously seen this because Mike watched it with Zoe. Zoe was like, "It's a great movie, you gotta watch it," and he hated it. But he didn't tell me that.
No.
He just went, "Hey, I need you to watch this movie." Brought it and went here, and I watched it. And went, "This sucks." And so I brought it into him. I was like, "Dude, I hated it." I turned it off at the part where the guy shoots his friend, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, that's when I tapped out too." He's like, "It sucked," and I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's just torture for no reason." And he's like, "Yeah, Zoe loves it," but so I've seen it before and I hate it. It's The Strangers. I think I forgot to say.
You did say.
Scott Speedman and Luke Tyler. Inspired by true events, but is it really? I don't know.
What's new, Mr. Magoo? Mountain Man Magoo. Do. I met Mountain Man.
This is this is the third Mr. Magoo series I found out. It's from 1977. I watched the pilot, or well, not the pilot, the first episode, the Mountain Man one. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You happy you ate a thing? You can take this if you want, because I'm
I
starting.
found it. It's the greatest wrestling stars of the 80s.
We just watched this entire thing together.
Yeah, we did. We watched the Roddy Piper one. It's got Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and Sergeant Slaughter. I've met him.
Who?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh.
It's before we watched wrestling. I was 7.
Well, I met Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, I was there too. I
met DDP.
Yeah, I was there too.
I think these are the only two I met.
I met Razor Ramon.
Oh, did I meet Mick Foley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't there.
Yeah, because he made me put my hand in his beard. That's the thing that happened.
You weren't there for Jerry Lawler, and you weren't there for Razor Ramon.
And we were gonna meet Roddy.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the circumstances of why we missed it.
It was we had to choose between Roddy Piper and Motion City Soundtrack, and we never chose. We didn't go to either, and then MCS broke up, and Roddy Piper died a week later. Yeah, super crazy. I met Jerry Lawler, and then I also met Razor Ramon in an airport.
Oh yeah. And he gave you his toothpick after licking.
He didn't give me his toothpick.
He was like,
he just happened to have a toothpick. He just had a toothpick on him.
He's like, listen, COVID doesn't exist yet. I don't even know why he said that. Take this.
What does Scott Hall know that we don't know in 2017? This is disgusting.
You're like, I'm sorry, Mr. Razor, please.
Mr. Ramon.
Do I call you Razor or do I call you Scott? I don't know.
I naturally say I met Razor Ramon.
But he was longer. I think he played Scott Hall longer.
Yeah, his entire life he played Scott Hall.
But you know what I mean. The character.
I think it's because I'm a WWE mark and WCW sucked. Sergeant Slaughter, anyway, to finish the story, I met him, you were probably there, I was 7, and we went with Ken to the Mallards, and he locked Ken in the Cobra Clutch.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I took the picture of it, and then I watched the documentary, and they were talking about the Cobra Clutch, and William Regal was like, I never got put in the Cobra Clutch. It was one thing I always wanted in my career, and we never did it. I never got him to do it for me. He's still alive.
Tell him to get along.
But so I told Ken, I was like, Ken,
tweet him. You should tweet William Regal, but like, come to the Mallards. I don't know if Sergeant Slaughter will review that.
I told Ken, I was like, you've done something Regal hasn't done. We're on the Blu-rays now, if you didn't hear.
Yeah, we have less this time.
It's a short one.
Bella's being crazy in the back. In a red case, which I really like, it's Astro Boy.
With Nick Cage.
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage. He has a voice in this.
I read a thing about him today. Seth Rogen said that Nick Cage wanted to be in...
Speaking of Nicolas Cage, I'm so glad you said
that's
that.
That's right.
I have to show this off before we... So this was a belated gift from my aunt. And it's Nicolas Cage.
A belated gift. I like you didn't say birthday, you just said a belated gift.
Yeah. In a banana.
Seth Rogen, I read an article today that said that Nick Cage asked Seth if he could be in Green Hornet. He wanted to play a white Jamaican man.
Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
That's hilarious.
He asked Seth Rogen if
he should have been in fucking The Beach Bum.
He asked if he could have been a white Jamaican man in Green Hornet.
Anyway, I saw this when it came out. Not in theaters, but I think I got it from Netflix back in the day. But I liked it. And I don't think it holds up as well, but I still like it.
We
It's
told him
pretty
to be
good.
quiet, and there was no noise for the first half of the video. Then he turned on the TV and blared the TV. Did you hear like the weird like
pretty fun,
old-timey
though.
Western music that was playing for a few minutes?
No.
He just started blaring. I don't know what he's watching up there. Next up, I think we had a last update. It's Barb and Star.
No, it was a few updates ago.
Go to Vista Del Mar. It's a lenticular case that my dad and I found today, so we bought another one. It's a Target exclusive. Over 20 minutes of bonus content on the Blu-ray disc as well. This is the worst lenticular. It's so hard to look at. It is not a good lenticular. I don't know. Because it's one where, it's, they just glue it on. So I bet it's just a lenticular sheet and they taped it.
Yeah, most of them are.
God, it looks horrible.
Let me see.
It's really hard to look at up close.
You need to watch this, because this kid's amazing. Also, we have the digital for that one.
Again.
Yeah, again. It was in 107.
You have to have that one.
Oh, yeah. So, I gotta pull up my phone for this one. So this movie, I'm gonna read you the description on... I'm gonna read you the description on Amazon before I say what it is. Hot, tan, alien. An intergalactic babe borrows her dad's T-Bird ship to do a little planet hopping with her 2 friends, but they run out of fuel unexpectedly and must land on Earth. You know, that crusty old planet. They land on the California coast and run into some guys, where they have fun and a few close encounters at the beach. One of the guys, Uncle Bud, who just wants to meditate and hang out, is being threatened with commendation of his beach house unless he puts some money into repairs. The alien babes offer to enter the bikini contest with their way-out designs to try and win the money he needs, but they are hampered by the garment designer who will stop at nothing to win. It's up to the 3 out-of-this-world beauties to help the holistic hipster, the only way they know how, by busting loose in a wet and wild bikini contest that sets the strand a sizzle and proves once and for all that the Pacific Coast Highway leads straight to hard-body heaven. So I was like, okay, that sounds like a goofy 80s movie, right?
Yeah, what was it?
It's Beach Bay is from Beyond, and it is a porn.
Straight up.
There's some story, but I fast forwarded like 50 minutes.
You sent me too long of a video to tell me it was a porn too. You went accidentally bought
I sent
a porn.
that to you and another person,
Yeah.
that's why.
It was so long.
Literally, there's full bush in the opening credits.
But you said no penis, right?
No penis shots. I think they need their audience. But yeah, they, literally I put it in, and it just opens with just the camera, it's a shower, and then the camera just going down, and tits, and then full bush, and I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
And then, it's just a porn. So I was like, I'm done with it.
But the exciting thing is we do have the digital code. Can you imagine? A movie I saw not all the way through once. Fell asleep. Tell you the exact
Look,
name.
Kirk Cameron wrote it.
It's Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the Criterion Collection.
Yeah, I don't like the case.
No?
No, because, I like these for the Criterions. Where they... they really put a lot of work into these. And this one's just kind of plain.
Maybe they're supposed to be more 80s style. Maybe they do them all based on what the movie is and when it's out.
It doesn't even have a slipper in it. It's weird. Directed by Amy Heckerling.
Your favorite director?
She's a great director. She's not my favorite.
Favorite female director?
No, I believe Penelope Spheris is.
That's what I was thinking.
I've seen almost all of her work. So I really want to see the Decline of Western Civilization trilogy. But she did the Beverly Hillbillies movie. She did Black Sheep. She did Wayne's World.
Tommy Boy, did she?
She did not do Tommy Boy.
I thought she did both of them.
That's Peter something. Peter Frampton?
I was going to say Peter Frampton.
Next up, this came out from Paramount, I believe. Yeah, wait. Yeah, Paramount. They're finally releasing their catalog this year. They put out a lot of good stuff. It's Head of State with Chris Rock and Bernie Mac, and one of those people is dead. Yeah. Can you guess who? That was a bad joke. Yeah. But I absolutely loved this movie. It was very, very funny. And there's one gag, I don't want to spoil it, but it is kind of an old movie. There's one gag where...
Because one of them is dead.
So he's running for president, and he's winning, and it cuts to shots of grains and oil things and stuff, and the narrator goes, for the first time in history, a black man could become president of the United States of America. Then it just loud music players, and it shows a full town, a cul-de-sac, and then a horde of white people, like zombies, just start coming out of the houses and just pouring down the streets. And then it cuts to one old white guy, and he just goes, no! I thought it was a really funny gag. It was directed by Chris Rock.
You know what the worst thing is in movies, political movies? The campaign. That movie, you're supposed to root for the Republican. Because Will Ferrell's the Democrat. And so I hate it. Cause,
it is weird.
It's really weird because they make Democrats look like the worst people in the world. Who
directed the campaign?
Adam McKay.
Did he?
Yeah.
No way.
I think so.
Ugh. That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's an Adam McKay.
I do not think so.
Jay Roach. Okay.
Well, the wedding is off and the party's on. Because you're hanging out with Joshy. Yeah. Wedding's off, party's on. So I loved this movie. I watched it on Hulu. And, and really, really liked it because I love the cast. It's got Thomas Middleditch, Adam Pally. Name anyone you don't like. Thomas Middleditch, Adam Pally, Alex Ross Perry, Nick Kroll, Brett Gelman, Jenny Slade. Brett Gelman, you know him?
I don't know some of those people, though. So.
Alex Ross Perry?
Yeah. Not particularly I don't pop for Adam Pally like you do.
Oh, I love Adam Pally. He was in the main event.
He plays the same person in every movie.
I really like him. I also really like Thomas Middleditch. I think he's hilarious.
I found the best cast of that Thomas Middleditch movie today, and you wouldn't buy it.
It's cheaper on Amazon. It's Joshy. It's a good movie. It's on Hulu if you want to see it.
Oh my god, it's embossed. It's Shrek, the 20th Anniversary Edition, 4K.
This came out in 2002.
Yeah.
So it's the 19th. It's technically the 18th Anniversary Edition.
It's 2001.
So it's the 19th Anniversary Edition.
They did it wrong. What was that movie we got that they did it right?
I don't remember.
We got something last week, or last time, and I was like, hey, they did it right.
Yeah. No, it was your fucking Pillsbury things.
Oh yeah, my Pillsbury things. That won't make sense to anyone.
Right, that's because over here. Oh, also, what I really like about the 4K is they continued the thing on the spine that the Blu-rays have, so it matches.
That out.
The Shrek code. Oh, god damn it. So this, I got this from Dollar Tree, you can probably guess, and it sucked. I watched this for 35 minutes, and I was like, I cannot. The animation's terrible, and it's like a steampunk version of a movie I already hate. It's the steam engines of Oz. I don't like The Wizard of Oz. I said it. I've said it multiple times.
Ow, my toe.
It's a bad movie, and
I don't
this
know.
one sucked. It's got William Shatner, Ron Perlman, and Julianne Hough.
You know,
She was on Dance with the Stars, and she was also in that fruit. What's the fucking gum called? Fruity juice?
Juicy fruit?
Juicy fruit. She was in a Juicy Fruit commercial where she's saying, "These boots are made for walking."
Oh.
That's how I know her.
I worked third shift last night, and third shift to get yourself into some deep dives. And I was on a deep dive of all of Judy Garland's life, and then the guy that played Scarecrow, and all the Wizards of Oz. And I was gonna come home and watch Oz the Great and the Powerful, but then I was like, James Franco isn't the kind of guy we want to watch right now, so maybe I should.
Oz the Great. I just watched that again recently. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
it holds up. Sam Raimi. This is the last directed movie.
Yeah.
And also, I hate The Wizard of Oz. Oz the Great and Powerful is the one I like.
Yeah. And next up is the last up, All for One and Guns for All, Three Musketeers with no one.
Guess the company that did this.
Oh, Asylum?
Yeah, it's the Asylum. And it sucked.
How far did you make? You did finish it.
No, I got 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It sucked. I hated it.
Dad said you're watching Three Musketeers. I want to get, and he just watched one.
The animation, the CGI bits they have in this of like rockets shooting and stuff.
Okay.
There's rockets and stuff. Okay, and it looks like when you're watching a cop show and they do a reenactment and it's animated like that. Like that's what it looks like.
Did you check that Instagram post I sent you about the animals?
No, I swiped it away because my phone was charging.
Oh. This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell.
Oh, wait, actually, before we do the outro, we actually got, since we showed it off last time, we got the Richard Karn version of Family Feud now.
Yeah, we do. I don't want to talk about all these.
The Ron Burgundy book.
I was halfway through the outro.
Which I didn't know existed. A strict... It was the reason why my father, a strict Darwinist, loved the town. And then we found... This was sealed.
Stop saying we, so I've included
We found this. It's Desperate Housewives Dirty Laundry Game for ages 13 and up, because it's probably scandalous. So, yeah.
So the notification bell so you guys all the times where you can always change your mind.
I've been Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I've been LaxDog. You can follow me on Instagram at JDTJerk and on Twitter at DDDoll.
If you want to follow the channel as a collective on Instagram and Twitter, you can at Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues.
We're not posted on either of those.
$9. Check us $9. Because it's a hit. People love Dallas Alice. Our inboxes are being flooded when what's episode 2 is coming out. Boston finally watched it today.
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it? Did he have a comment?
Not hard enough. Unsubscribe.
Did he tell it?
Yeah.
He just texted me finally watched it. It's good.
Soggy doggy.
We're 2 away from 111. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, also, fun fact, right at the end, we just passed 4,000 in our total collection, so.
That'll be fun.
Bye.